Not even 2 years have passed, and as soon as these 5 houses finish upgrading, we will finish the game. So how did we get here? I will show you. This will be all about growing our population as fast as possible, and for this particular strategy to work, the one I will show in the video, we need a rich clay deposit. So if you don't have it on the map, just reroll. But we don't have to care about fertility at all. So to grow our population, we need approval up as soon as possible, and early game we can do that by building the church, by having food variety and clothing. So those are our early game goals. Let's get rid of this message. Prosperity awaits. First of all, is it worth it to upgrade to worker camp or not? If you do, you don't get as much negative approval from homelessness as if you don't, but on the other hand, people don't move into the houses until you actually destroy the worker camp, so usually you end up with a bit delayed approval, while positive approval effect from clothing and food variety and such. I actually played through this several times, both upgrading the worker camp at the start of the game and not, and got pretty much the same result. I should mention right at the start that this is not a chill let's play, everything is kind of optimized, so if you look for chill gameplay, then this might not be the video for you. Anyway, let's start with the logging camp and put it rather close to minimize walking distance, but still it's plenty of wood here. I also want the hunting camp up early. Let's put it over here. The reason for that is that not only does it provide us with food, it also provides us with pelts that we need for leather, and that's early game clothing, so that will provide an approval bonus. We also need a central marketplace, and I will place a well here. We don't really need a well yet, so maybe not optimal to place it this early, but it's my playthrough, I do what I want. But the marketplace may be something like this, 48 locations, maybe a tiny bit bigger. Like this, 62, that's alright. And I also want to order another ox and build another hitching post. Let's grab that one here and place here. The ox will arrive before the hitching post is placed, and the game will complain about it, but the ox won't run away until this one is finished. Let's put this one on priority, and also this one on priority, and also this one on priority, because I want to build 2 more houses, because we have a total of 4 timber left, so it's enough for that. And let's place them over like this should work, and hit fast forward. New message, raiders are near. Track their movement, it's a year away, that's half our playthrough. We don't really have to care about it. So the first 5 houses are almost done, and we got 5 timber again, and I will use that to build a tannery next to the market. Again, for a short walking distance here to put up a stall. This will provide clothing, which gives a very early game good approval bonus, and also will take care of the generic storage for the hunting camp getting full, because it will use the hide to produce leather. I also like to build a granary early. Let's put it here, so it's close to the marketplace for logistical reasons. We still might be able to save some of the supplies here, unless they rain away. And I like a forager hut up early as well. Let's see, the berries are over here. Oh, this was a steep hill, like this. It's totally fine to draw kind of a road through the wildlife habitat here. That won't really affect it at all, or won't affect it at all. Like this should be alright. Okay, let's speed up things. I will move the family from the hunting camp to the granary, because I want that family to pick up the bread here. And I also want someone occupied in the tannery. Now we have still 1 family unassigned, but we have 2 families in here. So as soon as the forager hut over here is finished, we can move 1 family from the logging camp to the forager hut. We also have plenty of timber, so let's prepare for some more houses, just in case we hit positive approval numbers. So there will be somewhere for those families to move in. Let's see, a road over here. Maybe a road over here as well, and the houses, let's put them over here. And I don't think I need that many houses with extension slots, so I can make these budget plots quite small. And I also need planks, because we need planks for the church. So what I want to build here is a saw pit, and let's put the saw pit maybe somewhere over here, could be nice. Let's see, maybe a little road out here, like this. And the saw pit over here. Yeah, that will be nice. Let's speed things up. I think all the supplies are picked from here now in terms of bread, so let's move that one to the hunting camp. The saw pit is finished, so I will steal the family from the hunting camp, put in the saw pit, but I will put this family back in the hunting camp as soon as we hit 20 planks, the ones we need for the church. We will also need stone quite soon for a few things, so let's pick a mining camp. Just so they have something to build all the time, right? So the stone is over here. Let's draw a little road, maybe along the forest here, like this. While waiting for the 20 planks, we still lack 5. I added another logging camp over here because the wood was kind of running out here. And a storehouse over here because it's good for firewood close to the market. And a few more houses. And we got the message. Let's form a militia. That was from building the storehouse. So let's do that. Let's see these ones. Forward again. We finally have enough planks for the church, and it doesn't really matter where you build the church, so let's put it a bit out of the way, other than like the time it takes for them to transport the materials there. So like the planks is right over there, so that's good, and the stone is here where we started. Our approval is also rising quite fast, thanks to the clothing market supply and the market food variety. So hopefully that means we will get another family quite soon, but we have one problem. We are running out of fuel. I have been ignoring it up until now, but I have to do something about it. So let's build a woodcutter's lodge. Should be over here. I actually need 1 timber for that, so let's speed forward just a little bit until I get that. Another family just moved in, so that's great. We also got that timber that we needed, so we can place the woodcutter's lodge here and hopefully have fuel just in time for when we are about to run out. Church is finished, and now time for the next plan, and for that we need a bit of stone, so let's put a stone worker over there. I will remove the stone worker as soon as I have 25 stone, because we need stone for 2 things. Upgrading the church, that's 20, and also for clay furnace, that's 5, because we need clay for upgrading the church. So let's prepare for the clay as well, and for that we need a mining pit over the clay over here, so nice and close to us, like this, and let's head forward. Clay furnace maybe over here. This is becoming our little industrial area around the church. Let's see, a road like this maybe. Maybe I can squeeze something in here later. We also need planks for the church, so I will grab 1 family from the logging camp and put back in the saw pit. With the clay furnace finished, we will soon have enough roof tiles to upgrade the church. Our approval is also rising quickly, so we can expect a population boom quite soon. And in anticipation for that, I think it's time to add some more houses over here where I already started. And I think it's also time that we upgrade a few of the burged slots to level 2, so let's do that and speed up time. We have enough roof tiles now to upgrade the church, and I also want to build a marketplace. And you have to build a marketplace quite close to the border, because the trade caravans will actually travel, or the trade carts will travel physically from this location to wherever you put your trade post. So if you would put it far away from the border or far away from this location, you will actually execute a lot fewer trades. This is something I think the developer needs to take a look at, because I don't think this mechanic is very good. It shouldn't really matter where you place this. But anyway, we have to follow the rules of the game, so we'll place it over here and high priority, because otherwise they will just build stuff close to the town and never really get around to this one. I'm afraid that will happen anyway. Let's speed up time. So the trading post just finished, and I will start by assigning a few development points. I need trade logistics and better deals. And let's put a family here right away, and this is the whole tactic. We will trade roof tiles for everything we need. So establish a trade route, so that was the reason I saved a little bit of my money up there. and sell everything for now above maybe 10 tiles or something like that. Eventually the price will get dumped to nothing. The thing is, this is a short-term strategy to reach large town and that will win us the game, so we don't really have to care about long-term consequences. I also keep adding houses all the time because we will need a lot of them, as well as upgrading houses whenever I can. Let's see, this one I can upgrade, and maybe this one too. We finally have 20 male population, so time to rally our troops and deal with some bandits. While our troops are heading towards the first bandit camp, I want to start the construction of a livestock trading post because that will come in very handy as soon as the money starts rolling in. The first money to our treasury so we can buy mercenaries to deal with the other camps right to our town. Next thing I want to prepare for is making clothes, and we will use sheep for that. So let's get a sheep farm, place it maybe like this, and also a little area here for the sheep to roam around. 25, yeah, I don't need more than 25 sheep. I think like 10 is enough. And we also need a dyer's workshop. Where do I have that? Like over here, right? And maybe place it like this. And also start importing sheep, because right now we have started to amass quite a lot of regional wealth. No little thanks to the bandit camps, right? But let's start importing some livestock here. So import, and I think 10 of them will be enough. On another map, with a longer gameplay, I would never do what I'm about to do right now, but the thing is, we have a lot of regional wealth, we won't even do farming, the game will only last 2 years, so actually the foreign suppliers might be a good deal to pick. I also want to import a little bit of extra food, again to increase food variety, and we'll need it later when upgrading buildings to level 3, and maybe 30 of these, like this, and establish trade route. The town has grown quite a lot, we got a little bit more population, so let's employ someone in the dyer's workshop and start preparing for more advanced clothing. I also need a weaver's workshop, let's put it here, and when I have more population also upgrade one of these burger slots to a tailor. Raiders are here now, and we will actually only have one wave of raiders because afterwards the game will be finished, and they will come from here, so we don't really need to rally our troops right away, but we do have a few bandit camps on the map. I have been a bit sloppy, so let's hire some mercenaries to take care of those. Since we got the mercenaries pretty much in the way of the raiders anyway, we can intercept them with those. So the raiders are defeated and we are now 1 year into the game. We got enough population now to build a tailor, so let's do that one over here to get some finer clothing. We also need to provide a tavern to the citizens, so let's do that. It's over here, and let's place it over in this location, and also import some ale for all the money we have. So let's set up a trade route, go to commodities, import, establish trade route, and 30 of these ones. Now we actually have everything we need to get to a large town. We just import the stuff we need, right? So we just need to start building houses and upgrading houses. We need at least 30 houses in total, at least 20 of those at level 2 or higher, and at least 15 at level 3. Also, as the town grows, don't forget to work on your logistics, so add another ox once in a while, more stables, more storehouses, more granaries, and also add another family once in a while to the trading post, whenever you can afford to. The last 5 level 3 burger slots are in production right now, so as soon as they are finished, we will reach Large Town and finish the game. I did overshoot a bit on both planks and roof tiles, so there is room for improvement. Before we speed up time here to finish those houses, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, maybe hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of videos on survival city builders, survival crafting games, pretty much different types of games where you can build stuff. Let's plays, let's builds, also some kind of stuff on upcoming titles. Anyway, now let's see how fast we can actually do this. "681 days. That is less than 2 years. That is actually less than 1 year and 11 months. Well, anyway, that was all for now. Cheers!